Welcome to Let's Talk. Let's Talk is a monthly program where we give opportunity to interview alumni and other personality of great knowledge and resources. In this episode, we have Mr. Ashwath. Mr. Ashwath, who is not alone aced as a school topper but also attends the University SRCC. He has also written a book through his journey at Poway, which gives beautiful message to students. Could you share your experience at Poway Vidyashram and how the environment contributed to your academic success?
Surely. So, first of all, I thank Power Institutions for giving me this amazing opportunity to have this platform. And going ahead with my answer, I'm not really sure if I could put this in exact words as to how the experience at Poway has enriched me. But to put it in simple terms, it was just an incredible journey. It was a holistic experience as such, both academically and in terms of extracurriculars as well. I got to learn how to excel academically, that being one part of it. And the other part being the extracurricular side of it, me being the head boy, I learned a lot about people skills, learning to network, and a lot more things.
That's wonderful. Securing the school first mark is an remarkable achievement. Could you share some strategies or habits that made this milestone possible?
Yeah, so I did not have a particular strategy made up in my mind, but there are few things that are core to excelling in examinations or academically for that matter. So first is having an understanding of two things. One, yourself, and two, the concept which you are trying to understand. So I'll just start with understanding yourself. So there might be different types of learners. So for example, if I take myself, you may put me in a lecture or a class 10 times the same thing, and still I might not remember it. But if I go through a textbook line by line, I'll I'm 100% sure that I'll remember it and understand it to a way higher extent. So first is understanding what kind of a learner or understanding you gain. Some people might have a visual understanding wherein if they just see a lecture or a class, they'll just understand things and have it in their mind for a very long period. When they might not be highly interested in reading books or reading through material. So first is understanding what kind of a learner you are and structuring your approach with that in mind. Second is understanding the concept. While with an examination perspective, just understanding is not all that is required, but it's a very core part. Without understanding whatever you may do, it's not sufficient. So you'll have to understand the concepts that you're trying to study, understand its foundation, its core, its reasons, so that with both kinds of understanding. And next, just understanding is not completely sufficient. You will also have to sort of have a examination approach where you understand the examination, you understand the board, what they are looking for, what changes they are looking forward to make, what they are trying to assess, and sort of structure your approach or your study or your revision in that manner. One particular thing that helped me a lot in this respect was practice. So I practiced 20 to 30 mocks per subject towards the last couple of months. So that sort of helped me gain an understanding of where I am strong, where I am weak, and sort of a bigger understanding of what the board looks for, as in what have been the topics that are under importance, what are the areas which is covered, and what kind of questions come up. So while these two form a core part of hard work, one other thing that's very important in this respect is having the right guidance or the right mentors. These may be your teachers, your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your friends for that matter. But it's really important to have people that understand who you are and sort of guide you towards the right things.
Were there any significant challenges you faced during your journey to becoming a top performer? How did you overcome them?
Yeah, so there were not really any significant challenges that I did face. The people around me were very helpful, that there was not any significant struggle as such. But if I have to point it out, one significant issue that I faced when I initially came into Poway was fitting into the people. So I'm sort of person that do not really enjoy the regular term of fun or what people undertake it to be. I'm sort of person who is more sort of inclined towards the simple things or the daily happiness. So in that respect, I couldn't really mingle in with the people, and that sort of had a impact emotionally, but that didn't last long since people also with time they got sort of interacted and I just got into it. And more than that, the teachers were also supportive in this sense that they sort of tried to get us together and sort of break this thing. So that's it for that.
Writing a book is a commendable accomplishment. Could you tell us what is the inspiration behind your book and what message you aim to convey through it?
Surely. So with respect to inspiration, uh, what really motivated me to write the book was that at that point, or as of now, for whoever I am, I believe that I owe a huge part of this to Pave Vidyashram. And I sort of wanted to give back to the people that helped me come here and the institution as well, and sort of be grateful in that sense. So that was a part of it. And second, I wanted to sort of document my journey so that it may inspire someone in the future who may come across it. And with respect to the message that I would like to convey, I believe it was more sort of a documentation of a journey through class 11 and 12, wherein you sort of go through all phases of life of understanding what you want to do moving ahead. So it's a very essential, crucial part of your life, and sort of understanding what all struggles you may come across, be it school or life, and sort of act as a inspiration that it does not matter where you come from or who you are, you can still reach what you want if you put in the efforts.
That was a great accomplishment. SRCC is a dream college for many. How has the college environment been so far, and how the college's environment support your aspirations?
Yeah. So I'm really grateful to be here, I did say. So the experience here has been just amazing. I have got to learn a lot more things in this past 1.5 years, and have made way more decisions here, maybe a lot more than what I've made in my entire life until this point. So you just make a lot of decisions and choose paths. So first is that I'm really grateful because being from a small town called Velangondambatti from Namakkal to coming here, studying among people who have their families in the corporate, who are from families of civil servants and people who have really achieved a lot of things. So being educated among them, sort of learning from them, the pure learning is just beyond the level. You just learn a lot from your peers rather than the teachers to a higher extent. Next is that it's a very steep learning curve. You do not get time to learn all this. It's just you'll have to learn this. There's no other way of surviving through this. Academics takes a back step, I guess. It's more about learning to live life, sort of figure out things, coordinating things, managing your time across various things that you can do. Next is that I'm also grateful to have been a part of the placement cell at SRCC. So that has sort of given me the opportunity to sort of network with a variety of people, uh, learn people's skills, and more sort of learning the ability to coordinate things on a very big scale, and sort of more sort of prioritizing things where you'll have meetings running late into the night, you'll have to show up for classes in the morning, you have attendance criterias, a lot of things to manage. So you just sort of have developed this personality or this ability to manage things and this resilience that you will handle anything whatever may come. And you also sort of develop a deep understanding of the corporate world to some extent. You understand how things function inside corporate institutions for that matter.
That was wonderful. What advice would you give to the current students at Pave Vidyashram who are aspiring to excel both academically and pursue their passions?
Got it. So I have a couple of advices that I would like to give. This is my experience until this point. So first is that you must have a proper clarity of thought of why you are doing what you are doing. It does not mean that you exactly know that where you are headed towards or what you want to become in life. Nobody really knows that until they're very close to that point or they're actually doing it. But it's more sort of an understanding of what you love and what you do not, and the general direction of where you want to head towards. So, for example, if I take myself in this, so I sort of have an understanding that I sort of love doing things rather than sort of analyzing things or researching about things. So I'm more sort of a doer than thinker in that respect, wherein I sort of love being on the field, coordinating a variety of things and sort of talking to a lot of people, ensuring that things are going right, rather than sitting at a desk, sort of researching data, sort of researching things, studying about economics and many more. So that understanding sort of helps me figure out a proper direction of where I want to head towards. So that is what I mean by clarity of thought, in the sense you want to be clear in your mind as to what you really want out of life, what you really want out of whatever you're doing, and sort of act with that in mind. Next would be to communicate. So in this respect, communication towards all stakeholders, be it your parents, your teachers, your friends, or people that you look at with the aspiring approach. So you'll have to sort of talk to all of them, develop an understanding of what they are looking towards, and sort of communicate what your understanding of things are, where you want to head towards, sort of communicate it, try to have their opinions on it, their advice on it, and sort of try to reach out to as many people as possible. If you want to become a doctor, talk to someone who's a doctor likewise, and you sort of develop an understanding of what is the ground reality of whatever you're looking towards. So that is really important. And with that respect, do not ever feel shy of reaching out to someone. The only two options that exist over there are that they could help you out or they could refuse. So there's nothing really much to lose over there. So always feel free to reach out to people who you look up to. Next is that discipline is one of the most important things. You may reach wherever you want in life, academically or professionally. But at the end of the day, what matters is who you are deep inside yourself. To put it metaphorically, for example, when you check in through an airport, so you sort of take away everything, your wallet, your watch, your pen, your phone. You just put it through the security check and you just stand there by yourself. What matters is that who you are at that point. You can't call anybody, you can't leverage your network for anything, you can't have a monetary thing. It's just who you are at that point. It really matters how disciplined you are with things, how your habits are, how you respect people, how you are grateful to people. All this matter to a big extent because all other things are materialistic and they may go up or down any day. You may be the best chartered accountant or the best doctor, but there are many more factors to success in that respect than just excelling academically or any other thing. So ensure that you develop who you are deep inside, develop your character. And once you step outside school, all this will change. You will be exposed to a lot, many more things, a lot of different people as well. So ensure that throughout the journey, however long you may go, who you are deep inside stays the same and you do not let these external factors influence who you are.
That was marvelous. What are your long term goals, both academically and personally? Do you have any plans to write more books or explore other creative aspects?
Yeah, so with respect to academics, I believe from college academics sort of takes a different turn wherein your choices matter more rather than your score, and your understanding of the things matter a lot. And it's sort of a two paths wherein one sort of leads towards a academy of things wherein you sort of orient yourself more towards research, more towards more of a professor sort of route wherein you have a deep understanding of a particular subject. The other is sort of a industry oriented approach where you sort of learn things with a practicality and approach and less of an examination approach. So in that respect, I believe I sort of look towards the second path. Maybe I'll look towards completing a course, the course of chartered accountancy or an MBA after college. That is it with respect to academics. But if I had to talk of personally, I'll sort of explore the corporate. I want to sort of understand how things work on the corporate side of the world. But in the long term, personally, what I want to do is sort of something of my own, I would say, because as I said earlier, I'm sort of a person who's more sort of into things of doing things rather than sort of analyzing or a desk job primarily. So that it is with respect to my goals, I did say. And talking of books, yeah, I essentially look forward to writing a book on my journey through SR being coming from so far. And while this is something that I really aspire towards, I believe I'll wait until I reach a position wherein it might have a actual impact on people and sort of portray my journey. And not something that I look for in the short term, but definitely the long term, yes.
That was wonderful. Looking back, how do you feel about the path you've taken so far? Is there anything you would do differently or any moment you're proud of?
To be honest here, I'm not really proud of any particular moments, or nor do I have any regrets as such. As I said earlier, I'm a person who sort of enjoys the everyday happiness rather than particular moments of celebration. So in that aspect, I do not have any regrets nor any proud moments, but I'm really grateful for all the people who have helped me come where I am, and all those who have helped in the smallest of way possible through the journey.
That was great. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Ashwin for sharing his inspiring journey through Pavai Vidyashram.
Thank you, everyone.
We would also like to extend our gratitude to our chairman, Shri Nagarajan sir, our correspondent, Srimati Mangu Nagarajan ma'am, our director, Dr. C. Satish sir, our principal, Mr. Rohit Satish sir, our headmistress, Mrs. Niranjani ma'am, our Salem campus headmistress, Mrs. Rajini ma'am. Their dedication has been an instrumental key in shaping the futures of many students. Stay tuned for more engaging conversations on Let's Talk. Until then, Ashwita signing off.